sustainability made easier with your easy action of the day. Today's easy action is drink tap water. It's really easy. Turn the tap, clean water comes out, awesome. The bottled water phenomenon is so interesting. In 2016, for the first time ever, bottled water sales outstripped soda sales. This means that bottled water is the chief beverage industry in the United States and is worth billions of dollars. For today's action, however, you're gonna find out that tap water is really where it's at. If you're not crazy about the taste or the smell of your tap water, try using a filter. It will save you loads of money and it will also help the environment. So here's why you should ditch the bottled water. First off, it's kind of shocking, but bottled water is often just filtered tap water. So save yourself a lot of time and money by cutting out the middleman and just get yourself a filter and filter your own tap water. Every minute, more than 1 million plastic beverage bottles are sold. To get enough bottled water for the US for 1 year, it takes 4 billion pounds of plastic and the energy equivalent of 64 million barrels of oil. Plus, it produces tons of plastic garbage. And of course, the plastic water bottle phenomenon isn't just a US thing, it is a global phenomenon. Bottled water is so expensive compared to tap water. Tap water is actually subject to more rigorous testing for contaminants than bottled water. Tap water is so much less likely to contain microplastics than bottled water. We're just now beginning to explore the health implications of microplastics. Furthermore, plastic bottles leach chemicals into the water. This is especially bad when the bottles are heated, such as when they're left in a hot car. In blind taste tests, researchers have repeatedly found that people can't tell the difference between bottled water and tap water by taste. This is especially true if the tap water is chlorine-free. If you get yourself a filter, you can get the chlorine out of your tap water. Since their invention in 1973, single-use PET plastic bottles have become a real waste nightmare. A mathematics student from Penn State calculated that just in 1 year in the US, over 47 billion single-use plastic water bottles are sold. These plastic water bottles take at least 450 years to break down, so you don't need any more statistics to put together that this is a huge problem. Adding insult to injury, these plastic bottles leach chemicals into the environment as they break down. Part of the problem is the abysmal recovery record for these bottles. Less than half of single-use plastic water bottles are recovered by recycling worldwide. In the US, less than 1 in 3 make it to a recycling facility. Furthermore, our plastic water bottles that are produced new here in the US contain only 7% recycled plastic, while the technology exists for them to contain much more. So where are these bottles ending up? Obviously in landfills. It has been also found during beach cleanups that the third and fourth most recovered plastic waste is plastic water bottles and plastic caps. If you think it's impossible to get rid of this single-use plastic beverage bottle phenomenon, have hope. The developing world is making strides in combating the plague of single-use plastic water bottles. And this is even though 2.2 billion residents sometimes lack access to clean drinking water. If they can do it, those of us who have access to clean, safe tap water can do the same. And yes, of course, in some instances, it is better to drink bottled water than to use the tap water, where there is no access to clean drinking water in disaster situations. And under certain rare medical conditions, a doctor may advise bottled water over tap water, but these situations are definitely not the norm. Here are some helpful tips for ditching those plastic water bottles. If you're looking for the convenience of a plastic water bottle, consider just getting a reusable water bottle and filling it with tap water before you leave your home. You'll have ready access to water. These bottles that are made of glass or stainless steel without any kind of liner are the best choices. Make sure you bring your water bottle everywhere with you. If you leave it in your cupboard or your drawer, you're not going to be able to use it, and you might find yourself buying water out of a vending machine. Before you leave your house for a day trip or extended trip, fill up half-gallon glass mason jars or large stainless steel water containers and bring those with you. Then when your smaller water bottles run out, you can just refill them from your tap water from your home. Fill a reusable container that's easy to pour with tap water and put it in your fridge. Then you'll have ready access to cold water. Like I mentioned before, if you're not crazy about the taste of your water, use a filter. It can also be fun to add fresh or frozen fruit to your water to give it a little extra flavor. If you're traveling by airplane, you can totally take your reusable water bottle with you. Just make sure it's empty when you go through security, and then once you're past security, fill it up at a water fountain in the airport. If you can't find a water fountain, usually a restaurant inside the airport will be happy to fill it for you. I've flown on budget airlines, and water bottles don't really count toward your luggage limit, so that's really not a worry. Remember, tap water is held at higher quality standards than bottled water. It'll save you tons of money. It doesn't require any plastic packaging or bottles. So stay hydrated, of course, but do it with a reusable water bottle filled with tap water. Want to do more? Share the word about this action. Water bottles have come a long way recently in terms of fashionability and also quality. There are lots of options available now, and so water bottles can actually make a great gift. For Valentine's Day, you may want to consider it, and every time your loved one takes a drink of water, they'll think of you. Try to give the gift of a dishwasher safe water bottle. If it's easy to wash, it's more likely that the bottle or tumbler will actually get used. Encourage your workplace, school, or favorite retailer to install a water filling station or water filling fountain instead of putting in a vending machine with single-use water bottles. Finally, we got our water filter as a graduation gift, and that was quite a long time ago. We're still using it and love it. So giving someone a filter as a gift is a good option too. So that's it, our super easy action of the day. Ditch the plastic water bottles and drink tap water. Get that reusable water bottle out of the cupboard or out of your drawer and bring it with you everywhere. Thanks for watching.